Okay, everyone, welcome back to the WDL. We are back. Me and Monkey Man are here, and we are going to cast the last game of the day, Mystic versus Vapor. And I gotta say, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know.
I really don't know.
You built that one up and then you just cut it down, fucking blue balling the entire place. Come on, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wow,
I mean,
okay.
Like, Vapor
You don't
stacked,
know.
Mystic got that chemistry. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm a little wondering about the Vapor's lineup, because definitely they're stacked and they're even more stacked depending on who's there. However, I don't know if you've seen this Mystic squad. If you're saying I don't know, because this Mystic group, they can compete. We saw them last week really take advantage of Cosmic's miscues on defense, and there's a lot of firepower behind those engines. They can make it work. We got Dantuan, we got Sargent, we got Mr. P. They have a bunch of amazing backups. They even recently picked up some new people too. So I don't know, who's Vapor got to play?
Vapor has Ryan, Smooth Justice, and Green, and honestly, Justice, you know how good he is. Everyone has seen what he can do. And Ryan, one of the better support players in the league by far. But Mystic has a new signing to the team. C10 Sens. If you do not know who C10 Sens is, he is is very good. That's the first thing to say. He's very good. Secondly, as a player, he can do things that he's a carry. He is a carry style of player. If you need someone to pick you up, put you in the knapsack, that's C10. He reminds me a lot of J-Naps, actually.
I would make that comparison. He anytime I've ever played with him, he's balled the crap out of me. So definitely a great player in that respect. I don't think he'll have to carry this group. This has been a very synergized, very meshing kind of Mystic squad we've had so far. And so I don't know, is he playing today or is he going to be playing later?
Oh, he's playing today.
He's playing today. All right, so we get to go ahead and prove the method. So that's gonna be interesting to see how they go along, because we already had a wonderful team dynamic of Mystic, and it's gonna be interesting to see how that stacks up. I'm calling this the big game of the week. I love the one we just had. It was between a couple of 0-1s, so this one will be to see who's gonna stay undefeated. Vapor, high firepower. Green, definitely a support player. He can catch you off guard with the way he works. His passes just kind of come out of nowhere and usually come when he's upside down. Ryan, I think you're a little biased, but I also agree he definitely works well with people too. Got to kind of weave it in, see who he's going to mesh well with. And so, and of course, Smooth Justice, he's a high-flying striker. We saw him get, I don't know how many goals last week. He started off the first game of the sweep with a hat trick. So if they apply that pressure early, it may be tough for Mystic to respond. But we saw Mystic also go from crumbling and forgetting that Rocket League is a video game into, oh man, we're just going to apply the pressure and just dunk on Cosmic. So who knows which side we're going to get out of them this week.
Who knows? Like I said, they are a team. They're one of the most organized teams in the league. I will say they have practices. They have a schedule for practices. They scrim as often as I can see them scrimming. And again, I'm a big fan of chemistry, and if you can be with your team every time you play, if you can be with your team and just learn how they play and memorize who does what, who does where, you're golden. You're gonna go far.
It's true, but definitely I want to see this combo of Mr. P and Sergeant AO. If they can kind of work inside of a method type of mindset to support C10, and then if they just kind of if they want C10 to kind of carry them to victory, I don't see how Vapor's going to win. But Vapor proved and shut down Avenged along last week. So let's see if they've, through their captain, gotten too cocky, or if they are actually the real deal. So we go into game one.
Mystic versus Vapor. This is going to be good.
C10 getting a little howdy-do from Smooth Justice as he tries to rotate back. Sergeant AO is going to try and supply this to the corner. Mr. P and Sergeant AO, two kind of peas in a pod. Don't know too much about them prior to this league, but they're buddies, And that seems to work out. We have a kind of a buddy system going for this league. We seem to have a lot of different pairs and trios that ended up together through the drafts. Just seem to work out that way. And Mr. P already applying the pressure from the backboard, but Smooth Justice clearing that out. Sergeant Ao is going to try and meet Smooth Justice in a 50 that he wins. C10 just missing as Ryan pokes it to the side. Green, I think, from this Vapor group, has the most to prove. I know how he plays, but through the combines, he was a little inconsistent. He was a later draft pickup, and I think, with the wonderful save from the side, Smooth Justice, that was nearly a guaranteed goal, but a good save from him. But definitely, Green is going to have to show and I think this is a lot of coaching from Chaotic Sneak, that he can be just as prolific in this Vapor group.
Sneak, definitely one of the factors of why Vapor should be so good. He's wanting to take more of a mentoring coaching role, and that's very beneficial to all the players on that team because they're only going to get better.
Sergeant Ao eyeing Smooth Justice, who's trying to get from a wide angle, but C10 was creeping on the wall. C10 again. You just kind of you see this like nice synergy. They all have the pink visor bro cap kind of thing. Everyone popping the collar and having a nice a fraternity with each other. And what's even better, these are some of the nicest, most fun guys to just chill and talk with. So if you ever get a chance just to kind of hang out with them, definitely go play. They're fun to just do random games with.
So Mystic's a new Evo, is what you're saying?
I mean, Evo's still Evo, but I guess so. True. Tim hasn't been around, so it's like Daddy's kind of left us. Mr. P though to Sergeant Ao. Oh, a bit of a misclear. You had two members up on the backboard from Vapor, and that just opened up the bottom side of the net. Smooth Justice trying to do it upside down. Sergeant Ao saying thank you for the open door. Quickly partying and bursting all the balloons out of a 1-0 lead. Just over halfway left in this game. Mystic taking the lead. Green over to Smooth Justice. Oh, but a nice wide shot. Ryan not really having to clear too far, but C10 keeping it in play. Mr. P trying to make a little bump, maybe trying to draw the defender off guard. Green now slamming that one down home and center. C10 carrying it up. No second touch. Ryan twisting after Green. Sergeant Ao trying to get, kind of just to keep this delayed into the corner. This has been honestly, this has been kind of a light game, much less lethal, ferocious, kind of playing it out, trying to draw each other away from home instead of just striking the ball right to the heart of the net. Mr. P taking that one after Sergeant Ao's clear. Trying to pop it over to C10. C10 rising up, but it was a little too far and wide. Smooth Justice now is going to do this himself. Put it to the ceiling. Ryan, though, waiting after him as he pokes it forward. Second touch taken away by Mr. P as Sergeant Ao almost was able to get a nice pre-jump into that. C10. Watching Smooth put this to the ceiling. Now catching it is Sergeant Ao. Ryan rising up, trying to block this as now he's able to deny that 50 from C10. There's not a lot of get up and go so far from Vapor. They've seemed content to counterattack, but not really do much with it when it's gone to the Mystic side of the pitch. It's kind of weird.
It's definitely been a slow game and not much risk being taken.
I mean, it could be a little bit of anxiety. We do have a few players that they haven't played in the best of fives yet, with Green and Ryan both being new from the lineup last week. So that may be causing an issue, but it's been a lot of Smooth Justice counterattacking and not a lot else. Green, though, sending it to the corner. No one from Mystic really charging too far. They're actually content now themselves to just kind of take this defensive, I guess, play and just wait on it. They have all the time in the world that they want to do so. This one finally going to the ceiling. Green with the whiff. Smooth Justice trying to follow up another miss for Ryan. Sending a slow bounce upwards. C10 just waiting to boot this one off. Sergeant Ao with the missed goal, but Mr. P is going to send this upwards, and Justice having to commit to it. This one's gonna hit the ground. Very
You can say
very quiet. I'm gonna call this a quiet game. It's a very slow. I don't know what I just watched, to be honest.
It felt like Mystic got the first goal, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we're cool. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we'll take it."
Yeah.
Like no one tried to change anything.
No, this was this felt like some 420 hangover. I don't know. Maybe we'll see a little bit more speed next game. This one was very slow, it was methodical that no one tried? I don't know how to say that right.
I think coming from the Avenge game where everyone's just throwing their bodies at everything, this is like watching it's a good example. Watching pro players play in an all-star game.
Yeah, this is
here's
the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, the Pro Bowl of football. No one's trying anything amazing. No one's trying to get hurt. So they're kind of out there. Let me just catch this ball. Okay, I might get hurt. Let me not pull out for that. Like a tackle. So I'm just gonna tackle. It's just like all right, I got you. Just drop. Cool. Thanks, bud.
This went from being full contact rugby to kind of like old people two-hand touch. I don't know. I want to see more. I want to see more than what that was. Come on, guys. Don't hold hands out there. We're not coloring in a coloring book. We got to actually play a game. So let's see if Vapor can respond. Down 1-0 in this series. Sergeant Ao trying to eye this one. A nice drop behind the back line.
There we go.
Oh, wow. He was running out of boost all the way up until that last spot. But C10 able to send it to the far corner, and Sergeant Ao just spyglassed it and able to get that light touch, put it right behind two defenders from Flare. Or not Flare. Whoop, sorry. From Vapor.
Vapor, flare, fire, water. Same thing, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Equal but opposite. Oh, look, we have players from Vapor on the blue end. Something new. Smooth Justice putting it to the corner. Green rolling backwards, having a kind of defensive rotate back because he had two men already up the field. C10 waiting this one out. Not able to get a full touch as Ryan kind of sneaks up under his undercarriage. Green now trying to push this one over to center. Smooth. Oh, it's an open goal, but quickly closed by C10. Another shot, and Mr. P. Finally, some shots.
I think we've doubled our shot total from the last game already.
I would believe it. Still one apiece. C10 keeping up the sidewall. A nice roller in, and C10 didn't have to do anything, as this is the second goal for Mystic.
C10 pops it off the wall, back to his teammate, sits in goal. In case he needs a redirect, but he doesn't need to. Green can't get there, and hey, doubling the score from last game. Now, hopefully, Vapor takes this as the opportunity to go at it.
To try? Yeah. I
wouldn't say try. I would say aggressiveness.
Well, they aggressively all went away from the goal to have no goalie. That's a new tactic, but it's still 4 minutes left. Mystic quickly rising 3-0. I don't know if they're gonna be able to just rest on their laurels with this, or if there will be a. My God. Let me commentate on the last goal before you make the next one. You know what? I'm just gonna eat my chicken sandwich. Hold on. Oh. All right, if you hit the ball, hit the ball. Oh my God.
Okay then. We're getting requests for a some bad lag on the server, so we'll investigate the issue. Soon do a server re-roll. That should help the speed of the game.
Yeah, Smooth Justice is getting a little bit of extra lag. He is from the UK, or not UK, but he is from Germany. So about as bad as it could be with Jaxie, maybe just a tiny bit worse. And we also, actually, 2 men on this Vapor squad are from counter opposite ends of away from this Eastern server, as Green is also in US West. So I can see that being a little bit of an issue. If we want, we can do a quick re-roll after this. However, I don't believe that's the full reason for some of these shots being let in by Vapor. But Smooth Justice quickly having this one taken away. Green, an open, not quite open there. Mr. P just had to kind of jump up once to maybe have to save that one. Didn't really need to. C10 just throwing that one to the other side. Ryan denying it to get anywhere near the net. But Sergeant Ao, quick pursuit. Mr. P trying to just lean this one in. A lot of what Mystic has been doing in this game, even the last one, they have been doing just good enough touches to draw up the defender, as he was just unable to save this one. I believe that was Mr. P. Yeah, Mr. P was kind of jettisoning himself back to the net, but that's just one of those where it's so center mass on the goal, no matter what angle you hit it, unless it's way behind the ball, it was going to go in anyway. So a nice shot from Ryan. But they've been able to draw off Vapor from a lot of these shots. Like, just 2 men will be in net, and they'll just kind of take them away. And then that opens up the whole net, and by the time everyone's getting there, all of Mystic exists in the stripes to kind of make a score.
And
C10
hopefully
now.
this first goal will allow Vapor to kind of start to mount a comeback.
They need some momentum. They definitely need something to kind of, I guess, I don't know. I don't think there's a morale issue. This definitely could be a network type of issue, but they need something to really inspire them to start moving quicker. This is like a I guess early bird breakfast at Golden Corral with all your best friends from the old folks home, and at least from the Vapor end. Mystic is taking care of business, and definitely able to rest kind of nicely with this 3-point lead, but Vapor is slowly mounting an offensive that hopefully will get them competitive. And if it doesn't get them into overtime in game 2, then maybe we'll see them win a game 3. It's a little bit unexpected how lopsided this is. Smooth Justice, though, able to keep that one clear. Ryan pushing to the corner. C10 meeting him immediately. It's Green opting to curl back, wait for the pass from Smooth Justice, and now he's quick to follow. Sergeant AO rising to the ceiling. No touch for either person as Mr. P is waiting. This one will just barely miss. From crossbar to side post, it never made it in. We're now less than a minute left. C10, or Mr. P, watching this one loft to the Green. Green going, flying sideways. Green trying to make an aerial battle out of this, but C10 saying no. Smooth Justice can't quite carry this himself. C10 up again. Pass probably going center for Sergeant AO, but Sergeant AO content to just peel back and let Vapor get in their own way, but gets demoed for it. Ryan apparently doesn't like being watched. Not much of a voyeur. Smooth Justice. Over to Green. Green. Oh, bit of a no touch. I think he was either trying to redirect it, but he may have been in too hard of an angle for that to work. Ryan lifting that. Mr. P. Getting the door shut on him by C10. Less than 10 seconds left. I believe that Vapor will be trying for their first game win of this series going in. Oh, just a miss. Mystic will happily take game 2.
All right, we're gonna see the players here want a reroll. I definitely think there was some connection issues on some issues. Justice has 128 ping, which, as y'all know, Rocket League, it's playable, but not the best. So, as we sit here and wait, we're going to let each team cut back. And now we are going to sit here and just talk about, you know, WDL in general. How's it going? It's going pretty well so far. All of you watching the stream right now, thank you so very much for coming out to our games, for supporting your fellow WDL players, all the fans, and all your friends, too. This is a wonderful thing. And this is great. This is great. Loving the way it's turning out.
It's definitely fun. Yeah, it's definitely fun these Sunday afternoons to just kind of play some Rocket League, get in touch with more in the community. We're competing around the same time that RLCS is now finishing up their regional championships. So anyone that's actually watching this, we appreciate you coming out to see us. We're a little bit smaller, just a tiny bit, but that doesn't mean we're any less fun. Just a tiny bit. You know, we don't have the cool desks yet, but maybe sometime in the future.
One day, cool desks.
This is it's definitely fun to be able to do all of this. I love that we can kind of people that just love Rocket League and like competing and like getting into these types of circuits. Definitely fun. I used to do this all the time, just, you know, away from being an organized league and just kind of jumping here and there. And I've always wanted to cast one of these too. So, you know, like partial dream come true. Eventually I'll become a voice actor. So, but So then, this is actually really damn fun. So, always appreciative of being able to do this too with you, Sodomi.
Thank you.
And so, and then everyone else that comes out, I know I've been able to get a bunch of friends from both online and real life to kind of play in this league, and it's super fun. So I couldn't ask for more. I believe we have a few requests for people that are trying to get back in.
Alrighty, we are going to Monkey Out PM you the new server information.
All right.
Real quick, so everybody, please take a look at our intermission video for no reason whatsoever.
Brought to you by not Wendy's, but this is still delicious.
Okay, also, okay, now go. Now use that. We're good now.
Got it.
Alrighty, beautiful. Boop.
All right. I've sent the info.
Alright, we should be getting players back in soon, and we should be getting back onto this. So right now, Mystic is still up.
Oh, oh. Feel that sweat? Oh,
Oh, that sweat.
that's vapor. That's the vapors, and hopefully they're sweating it out too, because I want them to be as serious as possible for this game. It is game 3. They're facing a turn of the tides and a bit of their own medicine from how they treated Avenge last week in a 3-0 sweep. They, some of it, the previous game, might have been server stuff. Cool. The first game, it looked like everyone was at nap time.
It was a very
There's no
slow
excuse.
game. Very slow
It was
game.
a very slow game. And I want to see more. I want to see a bunch of just... I want people flying up and down the pitch. I want people in your face. I want people's feelings hurt. And I want this to be a good game. Come on. You're going to get outshined by Avenged? Haha.
Oh, don't say that. That'll trigger some people real hard. And
oh, Green slowing down, running out of gas, but now quickly back in. so Mr. P eyeing up Ryan. Ryan trying to carry this down the field. He does so. An extra touch coming and gone. C10 has opted to move into the Batmobile, playing a little bit more of an angular game. I believe he's feeling safe enough to do so. Doesn't have to play into the regular Stocktane. Smooth Justice over to Green. Both members from Vapor, all 3 members from Vapor flopping around. No one really staying defense. As a 2-man commit, sends it to the corner. C10's, though, unable to wrangle that one as both Sergeant AO and Mr. P kind of forming like a double line stack in front of their own paint. Justice over to Ryan. Ryan with a high hit, but a nice pass from Justice enabled that. Green popping this one high, going to the ceiling. Ryan and Green both opting for it. This one's slowly bouncing. Justice able to get there with a beneficial crossbar touch, not allowing that ball to go in yet. Mr. P over to Ryan. Sergeant AO delaying it, slowing it down. Smooth Justice. I believe we've had 2 mini slow plays from this Vapor team. They need something that's a bit more fiery, quick strike. They got to be able to get in there and just kind of slam the ball around. Get bangers if you can. Smooth Justice. Nice loft to the center, but no one from Vapor there to take the pass. Ryan quickly demoed and gone as Mr. P is there to play. Oh, this one's heading center. Ooh. Bad touch from Green. Turned okay and outwards. Smooth Justice able to save that. About 2 minutes in. No scores as of yet. A lot of pressure mounting from Mystic. This one dropping in front of goal. No touches. And not quite bounced in yet. Oh,
There
and
it
a
goes.
backwards flip by Smooth Justice lets it in.
finally, something goes in off of those other attacks, but it's off the corner of the post, and C10's there to finish off the job and put it in, giving them the first goal, the go-ahead goal. And Vapor needs to put some fire in themselves.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough. I don't exactly know what is going to have to be necessary for Vapor to get this done. They need to apply the pressure, get some offense going. When you look at the tail of tape, right now, not a single shot to Vapor's name in this one, and there is 6 for Mystic with a goal. Ryan Now trying to get into the middle of the bunch. Smooth Justice just out of range to try and take that one. C10 trying to abuse Justice a little bit, trying to get the ball back. Green and Ryan now. You can see there's a lot of defensive miscues by Vapor, who are in quick counterattack, but with no venom to it. There's no lethality to them trying to come back on that ball. Sergeant to C10. Sergeant still following up on it himself. Green just kind of getting in the way. Mr. P. Oh, opting for C10 to send it long. Green just kind of knocking it down. This may be a game of just support that and no follow-up. There's a lot of, hey, I've set this up, I've set the center, I've set the corner, and there's just been no one really driving it home. No one's finished the plays on this Vapor side. Whereas Mystic, even with a 1-0 lead, is highly confident to just kind of let things play out because they've seen this from Vapor. It's bewildering to me, especially considering what we saw happen last week. However, different roster, but Mystic is just fine with what's come to occur. They've just over a minute left now, though. C10 missing. Smooth Justice with his greatest opportunity to date,
and he
able to
finishes it.
Able to get it pinched off of Sergeant's face in like a beeline drive right into the net.
That's a get in the gym kind of play. He stalls it over the challenge. Like, nope, that's still my ball. Get big, little man. Get big, and let me through.
So a small light at the end of the tunnel for Vapor as they're trying to keep this series alive. Lose this game and they are done as we are less than a minute left. Both of these teams are currently undefeated. One will remain that way and one will get dirtied up by a loss. But hey, it should be a loss that you earn, not one that you just kind of give away. Mr. P, only locked in the net with C10. Ryan, watching after Smooth Justice gets in the way, pops it up into the ceiling. Smooth Justice still trying to get in the mix, but Ryan now pushing to the corner. Mr. P is going to quickly rebut and boom it downfield as Green is recovering boost. Smooth Justice is going to have to wait and try to counter. No touch. Mr. P trying to slow that one down. Green is a little indecisive. He needs to be able to work his way into that. Ryan trying to boot this one from the wall. It's going high to the ceiling. We may end up in an overtime unless Vapor is able to use this advantage being on the blue end. Ryan trying to keep it in play. An extra touch can do that.
Ryan, hero of Vapor, getting the go-ahead goal to win him the game, and that is now 2-1. But Vapor still has a chance. Vapor still in this series.
Ryan that whole time was just trying to keep things alive. There's some connection issues. There was some insecurity issues with touching the ball. And Ryan was always in the mix every step of the way, trying to help out his teammates. Even now, we can see there's slight ping issues that they may be having to work through, but that's the nature of the beast. But Vapor still coming up on top of this one and stay alive in the series. Sergeant AO and C10 and Mr. P, there wasn't a whole lot to really speak negatively about. That they were playing defensively and maybe did so for too long. They maybe should have put the boot to the throat, nail in the coffin, and just double tapped, and this would have been a 3-0 sweep. But hey, we now have a competitive type of series on our hands, so let's see if Vapor is going to push this to a Game 5. There's a lot of there's a lot of clout to try and make up for, especially when you saw as amazing of a series that we had just before this. So let's see if Vapor can pony up.
Definitely. And looking back, you have to think, if Vapor's strategy was to sit back and play defense and go on the counterattack, just Mystic wasn't attacking as much as they thought, so that's why the first games probably seemed slow. So now looking back on it, probably this strategy, it might work. Because if Mystic feel like they need to be pressured, they will have to pressure themselves.
They may not be able to exist in that same kind of realm. They may be that kind of team that wants to exist in a counter type of pursuit. But who knows? C10 is definitely one of those that if they want to unlock his capabilities in a hard attack, they can. And then Sergeant AO and Mr. P can be there to support him. However, Vapor is locked into their own end right now as Ryan gets a nice save and sent out to the corner. Green over on the edge is Smooth Justice, trying to trail this one up the wall. Out to Ryan, but denied by Mr. P. Mr. P, I think, is waiting for his buddy, but no, Sergeant Ao not there as he's back on defense, and C10 is able to push it in. Ryan eyeing that post with Sergeant with a nice save, not allowing that one to turn over. Is Green a little bit slow to the jump? Mr. P, no, Smooth Justice. Oh, there twice, able to just get in the way, put his nose to the ball. Mr. P, kind of locking that in for his buddy Sergeant. We're gonna see, I think, an open goal if I ever saw one. Smooth Justice taking advantage.
First goal for Vapor. Let's see Mystic go on the counterattack. This is the first time Vapor's had the lead in a game this series, I think.
Just a moment ago, Sergeant and Mr. P had gotten kind of locked into the same corner, and that left C10 all by himself with a whiff. And that just kind of opened up everything when you have no defenders to your net. Green now, countering past C10. Maybe a little jealous that it's a Dominus versus a Batmobile thing. I know Green is another one of those ABO type people. Anything but Octane. Mr. P, risky back pass to C10, but Green spies it. Smooth, thinking about boost, decides to just go for the ball instead. Ryan, waiting, rising, able to just barely get it and slam it down to the ground. C10 went up to challenge. Smooth, slowing it down yet again. Bringing it out from the corner. A little bit of a cluster. Mr. P, though, able to work it away from net. Seeing a little bit of a... Mystic is getting a little bit flustered.
A little
being
flustered.
a goal down.
They haven't been down this series yet. And being down and being up, playing that defensive, counterattacking, safe plays, sometimes you can't do that. You need to make your own opportunities.
Feeling the pressure now as Vapor is maybe feeling a little bit... Oh, and a backflip, though. Ooh. Oh, and I was going to say he was okay, but not okay at all as the lack of touch allowed C10 to fly high through the sky and just take advantage of Ryan's mix-up.
That's just unfortunate. That ball took a pinch off of the two players and went just above the goalpost, and you have to, as a defender, play that ball just in case. But when it hits the backboard and you go for that hit before it's the backboard, it leaves you all open, and just unfortunate.
Just one of those where you want to do anything but backflip, and sadly, we have it on tape. Sorry, Ryan. Green, though, with a quick clear down the field. Ryan bullying Mr. P around. C10 trying to drop that loose and free. Smooth Justice. It's now to the opposite end. Sergeant Ao all alone, but it doesn't matter. He's going to push it to the far wall. Ryan can't quite grab it. This one's going to be wide. Smooth Justice able to just at least be a body in the way. That one was struck wide. Smooth Justice now in the way of Mr. P. Following up with a second touch. Just got over Ao. And now he's working on C10. C10, though, is a little bit trickier to work past as Green. Power sliding sideways. Ryan fighting the corner of the net. It is a static post, my friend. It's always going to be there. Mr. P versus Smooth Justice, and Smooth Justice wins that 50-50. C10, though, trying to make something happen himself. Almost a nice double touch. Ball becoming one with Earth as it drops down. Smooth Justice. Ryan. C10 with a high strike. Ryan with the clear. Green sending it far as now they're on the counterattack. Vapor trying to...
Ooh.
Oh, this equalized affair. Vapor is trying to make something out of it. A win here, and Mystic gets to go home nice and comfy at 2-0. Mr. P rising up. Smooth Justice lofting it back. Sergeant Ao leaving it for C10. Mystic just trying to end this. Vapor trying to stay alive. We're now at less than a minute. Ryan's just playing this slow. We're going back to the slow ball game, which I don't think is going to help out Vapor at all. They need to go back to striking and get in the way of Mystic. Oh, that almost played out just exactly as they wanted to ride it. Smooth Justice now just ready to ride the whole rail. Oh, but a double commit. You have a three-man commit to this end. And the counter, not quite there. It's dropping high and low. Smooth Justice now all by himself. Oh. Ryan there to help. Green takes a Houdini. This is dangerous for Vapor, especially like that.
A.O. Sergeant A.O. Off the pass from C10. Green helps him out a little bit. Ryan can't get there, and A.O. just puts it right under it for the goal, giving 20 seconds for Vapor to make some noise right now and not go out of this match.
This is definitely not where you want to be with your Vapor. They were doing just fine, but there's a couple of two-man commits, and definitely one of those. Now we're going back to the Mystic style of play. They were able to draw a defender off via this high hit. Green kind of spinning in circles and not right in a good position. Whole net is basically clear when you're a car that's running in circles.
Mr. P doing it again, and that, unless Vapor put something amazing right now, that is going to be game.
Smooth Justice unable to kind of benefit from that, and an extra kind of you want to call it garbage time goal is Mr. P able to kind of just put the final nail in this coffin.
We call that the stat pattern and the security goal. That's the security goal.
Exactly. But I'm sure D'Antoine is looking on and nodding his head slowly, welcoming every single goal his team can get.
I say Mystic did play the better game. They were the better team out today, and they played very well. The addition of C10 definitely helps. And honestly, Vapor, with all that, with whatever Chaotic Sneak was saying about his team, they looked very passive, almost like they were scared to play or just not used to playing with each other. Now, if that's an issue of scrim time or an issue of different play styles, we'll have to see. But for the most part, Mystic GG, Vapor GG, but Mystic, good job. You're 2-0. Moving on.
Definitely, Chaotic Sneak is going to have to change up his playbook. Maybe use more than just the I formation. They're going to have to. A little bit of cockiness is fun and confidence, but maybe that wasn't the best roster to go with. But that also could have been a lot of dependency that they built upon Chaotic. Who knows? There's definitely going to have to be more playtime between those three, especially with so much passive play going on. Mystic, however, 2-0. They were able to take advantage of the defensive miscues of Cosmic last week, and this week they're able to take advantage of Vapor being asleep. So, hey, who knows? They're one of our two undefeated teams left in this league, and do you feel they're deserving of it? I'm sure, these coming weeks will tell as they face even higher level competition.
Mystic has proven to me that they're actually a team to watch out for. I had them slated so low. That was a big mistake by me. I have them much higher up in my personal idea of who the best team in the league is. If not for just the style of play, but the adaptability. Being able to change a playstyle from Cosmic's playstyle to Vapor's playstyle. Two varying playstyles, by the way. One very slow, the other fast and chaotic. No pun intended. Yeah, should be very fun. Very fun, and I'm proud to see Mystic going up higher.
It's definitely been a wild week too. We've had a lot of roster change-ups. We've had a lot of people playing in different places. A lot of people having to play with different people that may or may not mesh. We've had teams that are discovering themselves at the moment of attack. Cosmic in our second game with Lotus, fantastic rebuttal they were able to put against them. I look forward to seeing them more in the future. Avenged, doing exactly what we wanted them to do and giving us the drama that we craved. Old man aerials apparently is the new thing, especially with Baby D. So we're gonna have to use that later. And every single game, including my game, I enjoyed it. But great time this week in WDL.
Yes, great time this weekend. And again, if you want to take part in the WDL as a player, we are still taking player applications for free agents. A lot of teams have spots they want to fill in, and a lot of players are going to be moving around. So if you want to join and you're not a part of the WDL yet, exclamation point WDL in the chat. I'll give you the link to our Discord where you can sign up, look at standings, check out stats, and it will keep up with your favorite players and teams and just enjoy the league and the community around it.